Thank you, Mr. Terry. But most importantly, thank you all, team, for being here. You know, as you have just been that steady in regards to the city of New Orleans, leading her forward, ensuring that our residents, as well as our visitors, has been always top of mind in the level of service that we have been able to render. Today, it is one of these full circle moments, it seems. You know, as I have been preparing the team, preparing even the city, as my service at the city of New Orleans in terms of the mayor is coming to fruition, meaning a close, come January of 2026. At the start of that, and getting ready to lead this city was about choosing and selecting leadership that was going to be built to last. Every single day, giving it all that would be required to ensure that our service to this city would be intentional, it would be selfless, it would be woven in the spirit of collaboration, of experience, humility, faith, which grounds, I know, me and the team that I've selected from day one. And I found that in Gilbert Montaño over 7 years ago. So it is truly bittersweet relative because, you know, I plan out things, plan them out so that there's no one surprise, but also that there is reassurance of the commitment and the service to the city, again, until the end of this term. And so with that, the day has come that a true public servant that has been with my administration again since day one, and I believe is the longest serving chief administrative officer for the city of New Orleans in her 300-year plus history. So Gilbert Montaño will be transitioning from the role of CAO with the city of New Orleans, giving him the proper lead time to ensure that he's able to collect himself, understand what he has experienced in this role in terms of not just the level of service, but also the level of sacrifice, because we all leave it on the field. That was the commitment that he gave me on day one, and I can say, Gilbert, let me tell you, we are battle tested, no doubt about it, but this city is far better off than how we founded her over 7 years ago, but it's rooted in doing the job and doing the work. And most of all, with my leaders who are in this room. You're making it easy for me, just looking at you, so thank you for that. Gilbert brought not only skill and discipline to the role of Chief Administrative Officer for the city of New Orleans, but a real compassion of innovation and, again, a deep commitment to serving the city of New Orleans. He made sure, that we focused on making the true investments that will lead this city and will stay with this city literally for generations to come. And again, we're better off. He and other city leaders helped maintain just a financial position, bond rating, a reserve. We've managed through crises, challenges, and only to face and to fix again for long-term sustainability. As we move forward, it is just essential that we maintain the continuity in leadership, and that's what this is about too. Celebrating Gilbert, his investments in the city, but also those investments have been how we have invested in the people that we serve, and that is our greatest asset, meaning the men and women who run the city of New Orleans, our department leadership, all of our city employees. It was a priority for us to invest in people, professionally, professional development, meaning that we came in and also grew leaders that have been serving the city long time, but recognizing their level of experience. And in doing so, that level of continuity will be sustained because I will be moving my director, deputy director, CAO, Joseph Threat, into the role of Chief Administrative Officer for the city of New Orleans. Again, a seamless transition, someone who was there from the very beginning of the administration, someone who has the credibility, of course, the experience, the tenacity, the spirit of leadership. And I know just didn't come from that Marine background, but just a man true in every way. So Joe Threat will assume the role of CAO once Gilbert's transition has come to a close, which will be at the end of August of this year. Again, being very intentional, wanted you to know that in thinking about Joe moving up, always thinking about infrastructure and the leadership that's required there. So, Ms. Lenitra Hassan will move into the Deputy CAO position of infrastructure, which she has been groomed to do. And again, that is just an example of how we look at leaders that have been a part of city government, provide them with the tools and resources to thrive and grow, and support them moving up. And that's what this is about. And you can see this in so many ways throughout my administration. So I just look to my leaders here. Thank you again for what you bring. I look to the leaders who have given it all and who will make their transition, and those who will come on up after. So thank you so much for answering the call to serve. It's not easy, but it's necessary. And I believe collectively we've done a great job by the people that we serve. The employees of the city of New Orleans, the residents of the city of New Orleans, which also includes the visitors of the city of New Orleans. So with that, I'm going to ask you to give Gilbert a round of applause and indulge me in thanking him for his years of service with the city of New Orleans. And also, I'm just grateful for your friendship, for your leadership, and just for your compassion and how we've just been focused, undistracted, undeterred, but to do the job. So with that, Gilbert Montaño.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Madam Mayor. I come unprepared with notes or talking points, and I thought that was most important because you want to be genuine in all these conversations, and my thoughts are complete humility for the people in this room, Madam Mayor, for the opportunity, for, as you said, the graciousness of this city welcoming me here and my family from far away. A wave of emotions comes across as this day concludes and as this day proceeds itself, and I haven't quite captured everything yet. One of my favorite and most telling pieces of life is Theodore Roosevelt's In the Arena. And this team here, this mayor, has been in the arena for many, many years. And it's been a greatest professional challenge of my life. And it's so much more than what this role is, what the mayorship is, what the directorship says. This is one of the greatest cities in the entire world. And I'm so proud to have been part of, I hope, making it a little better. I do want to reemphasize and really make this about gratefulness and humility. That's anybody that knows me knows that I'm an introvert. I'm very much a shy person that steers away from this, and it's really taken me out of my comfort zone. And I do want to just continue to thank the mayor. No one loves this city more than Mayor Cantrell. I've seen her passion. I've seen her love, I've seen her commitment to her people and to the city. And so with complete gratefulness. Members of the team, Randy, all those that have loved and supported me over this tenuous and grateful, challenging period, thank you for your support. Everybody knows that a leader is only as good as the team that they surround themselves with. I'm excited to pass the baton to Joe Threat. He is relaxing right now at a track meet with his granddaughter. I've talked to him, and he has certainly said, "What are you doing, man? What are you doing?" And so, but I have all the faith, as the mayor does, to really continue to move the city forward. And I don't want to be verbose. I want to be as brief as possible, but just ultimate gratitude for the city, ultimate gratitude for the mayor, ultimate gratitude for everybody that wakes up every day and comes in these jobs You will never know what it's like until you're in the seat of some of these leaders. And I appreciate everybody, and I'm looking forward to the next journey, and I'm excited. And lastly, and in closing, I think the mayor touched on it. It's really your faith that continues to keep you going and persevering through some of the most challenging and rewarding times of certainly my life and career. So with that, thank you, Mayor. I will turn it back over. Apologize for my brevity.
Thank you, Gilbert. Thank you, Gilbert. Yes, and the only reason Joe isn't with us this morning is because he is on vacation, but he is supporting his granddaughter Zoe, who is the 49th in the United States of America in regards to track. An Olympian to be, no doubt about it. That's a huge accomplishment. So we are with Zoe right now, and she's running her race, and she has her grandfather right there, the wind beneath her wings. And so again, the future of the city of New Orleans. So with that, I'm going to ask Ms. Lenitra Hassan to come forth. Lenitra has just been a gem, just a bright star and a bright light in the city of New Orleans and within the administration. I had the opportunity to know about and really learn about Lenitra's style, the experience, and how she utilizes that experience to serve this city when I was serving as a councilwoman. And then coming into the role as mayor, understanding those individuals too and wanting to ensure that they receive whatever necessary to grow. We have a lot of stars in this city who give it all every day, show up to serve, and Lenitra is one of them. We saw her not only in terms of PD and Project Delivery Unit with working with Joe, even as Joe moved on up to Deputy CAO, she moved on up as well, and now definitely primed to take on the role as Deputy CAO of Infrastructure. We saw, and I know the city saw, department leadership saw, when we were preparing for Super Bowl, and I mean that whole 2-year stretch, Lenitra was right there. But even prior to that, when we came in here and we needed to ensure that the resources that were being allocated to the city of New Orleans and infrastructure and for infrastructure needed to hit the ground, federal money needed to be managed, accountability, credibility, all woven in, Lenitra has been front and center on that. So with that, Lenitra Hassan. Daughter of the city of New Orleans. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. So like Gilbert, I too am an introvert. So I'm gonna be brief as well. It's not lost on me, the magnitude of this opportunity and the responsibility that comes with it. So I wanna first thank the mayor for her confidence in my ability to lead these priority departments. I'm honored and humbled. To the dedicated infrastructure employees who keep the city of New Orleans moving, I see you and I appreciate you. I want to personally thank each and every one of them for all they do and have done on behalf of the city of New Orleans. I would like to acknowledge Mr. Threat, who I've worked closely with since April of 2018. He's the epitome of what it means to be a servant leader, and I've benefited from his professional mentorship and guidance. I am a native New Orleanian, and I love this city. So I've worked for the city since 2012, and so I believe in all of the infrastructure investments that have been made, and I'm wholly committed in order to maintain city services in all the infrastructure departments. And if I'm being honest, I really don't like public speaking because I've been more of a doer. And so I just feel like we have so much work left to do, and I'm ready to roll up my sleeves and get it done. So thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, well, you know what? It's always been about doing the job and getting the work done. And so with that, you do have some introverts, but messing with me, you know, I'm telling you, and the city of New Orleans and us together, oh my goodness, we're on the front line every day. So with that, absolutely, it's necessary, like these braids are doing me. Go, Mr. Terry.
Thank you, Mayor. Cassie?
I'm just stepping into this role. What's next for you, Gilbert?
Come on up, Gil.
Thank you. I'm going to take a little breather and kind of decompress and evaluate. I've been blessed with some opportunities that I'm finalizing and I'm determining, and I hope to have that forthcoming at the appropriate time and place.
Thank you, Cassie.
Mr. Montaño, in the last year, you've had public fissures with Director Samuel and the mayor on a number of public issues. To what extent have those fissures played a role in what's happening today?
I will always remain a professional, and I will tell you, behind the doors, we are a family. And sometimes families have disagreements, professionally and otherwise. But there's still continuous love and support and utmost respect for everybody's opinion. I think if people shared a common, attitude about everything, there would never be perspective. And so ultimately, my departure has zero to do with any of that. And ultimately, I'm proud to have disagreement sometimes in rooms. I think it's the most beneficial, positive thing for growth and perseverance through that.
If that were the case, he would have been long gone. Who else we have? Gilbert? Come on, Gilbert, stay here. Yeah.
Along those same lines, are there any topics or issues like the ongoing trash debate right now that do kind of leave a bad taste in your mouth?
The short answer is, whether it's trash or anything, every administration has its own challenges. And the next administration is going to have their challenges, and the previous administration had other challenges. What I know that is most important is that the collective great work that was done is tantamount in my mind. Personally, do I wish that I could have done more and better in my role? That's my humility really speaking out. I know that I could have done better and I could have done more, and I take ownership of that. But I'm also proud of a lot of work that occurred as a result of that. So to answer your question in a forward and reverse way, previous administrations have things that were controversial or undone, and so will the future administrations. It doesn't make us unique that this is happening right now. So with that, I'm still standing proud with everybody here and supporting them.
Thank you, Elizabeth. David?
Gilbert, you may have to stay.
Actually, I wanted to ask the mayor, along those lines as well. What was your reaction when Gilbert has taken stances contrary to yours, particularly about the travel upgrades, reimbursement? Did you consider firing him at that time, or how did you work it out behind the scenes with him?
No, I did not. Actually, this touches on even what I was saying before coming out here. And it's, the service that we render is selfless. It is about the city of New Orleans. So even when there are perceived controversies or a different perspective that maybe hit me personally, those are those little sacrifices that we all make in serving. Meaning keeping it on the mission. And the mission has always been to serve the city of New Orleans with dignity, with respect, and at the end of the day, with real results. And we stand on all those things, unwavering. So I have to stay focused and not be distracted. And I have had so many intentional from other sides of being distracted. Intentional distractions, intentional orchestrations. But that's not, I have to stay focused because we have work to do. And I think the proudest moments are when those examples come shining through. Still standing, still working, still getting the job done, and real results for the citizens of the city of New Orleans. So we're battle tested. You can't make it up. And the work speaks for itself in results. That's the goal, and that's what we've accomplished. Thank you.
Mayor, when these public disagreements have happened, has there been any risk of creating public confusion over where the administration stands on certain issues?
Public confusion.
Is there any risk of creating public confusion on where the administration stands when senior officials are saying different things about different issues, and when the administration isn't speaking with one voice?
No, I think that we have been very clear, even in our different perspectives, because you have to go through that to come up with, and really at the end of the day, make a decision, which I have to do. So I am a leader that listens to all sides. But at the end of the day, I have to make a decision. So it doesn't mean that I don't respect, what's coming from, my team member, my leadership that I have selected. I respect that. But at the end of the day, decisions have to be made, and that really starts and stops with me. In regards to, public
A risk of confusion.
confusion, I think the confusion has not come from us. The confusion has come from other entities intentionally trying to distract. But in terms of my team, my administration, we have been forward-thinking, we have been transparent, and we have stayed in the arena to do the job on behalf of the people that we serve. And we'll continue to do that through Joe, through Lenitra, and all my leaders who are right here. Will continue to show up and do the job to the end, leaving it all on the field.
Mayor, to that extent, can you explain what transpired with the November press conference related to the school funding and the subsequent decision to back away from that deal?
Chris, excuse me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Chris, we're not.
Yeah.
Chris, hold on.
No, I don't know what press conference you're talking about.
Chris, we're not gonna relitigate that. I
CAO
said that in
Montaño
the beginning.
spoke
Okay.
publicly with the city council about the deal?
No, that was the last one. We're gonna wrap.
No, I think we've cleared that up. We've made that very clear in regards to the school board and have moved on. Yeah.
I have a question with
No.
DPW's, like, the
We'll
transition.
finish that. I have to let these people get back to their thing, so thank you for coming. Thank you, Mayor. I'll be back to follow up on anything that you all may have.
All right, thank you all so very much. Thank you, team, for being here, and thank you, Gilbert and Lenitra. All right.